Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Forbidden Land podcast. I'm Dane. Not a lot on the docket today because I'm in a current tornado watch, and I'm like monitoring the news while also trying to talk about stuff. So, also, I have to turn on my fan now. It's getting a little toasty. Oh, great. So, it looks like there might be a severe thunderstorm rolling through. And the threat is tornado possible. We're under a higher threat of a tornado now than we were the last time we were actually hit by one. Hit by a really strong one, too, so I'm listening to the storm as we speak. Actually, I'm going to open up my window. Thank God I did bicep curls, am I right, folks? Fuck. Damn. I just ruined my whole chair setup. I have to get used to the new way that this thing's folded over the chair. Oh, that sucks. Alright, so we're staying in this episode. To the beat of the thunder right now. Oh, it's still not fixed. Still not fixed, but I'm gonna fix it while I'm talking. So, yeah, we're under a tornado watch. It might elevate into a warning. I'm not sure. If it does, I'm just gonna get up and leave. And I guess I'll have to stop the recording at that point because the power's gonna go out. But God, dude, it's so uncomfortable. I can't record like this. God, still bad. It's never been this bad. This is like the one time it's been this bad. That's insane. Okay, I think I fixed it. What a chaotic first few minutes of the episode. So, right now we're under a plethora of warnings. So, here's the weather coverage that the cameras block the majority of now because I readjusted the size of them. There you go. Some awesome little storm coverage. So anyways, so while that's happening, while there's an apocalyptic storm going on outside, I will be just riffing some topics. So the day that I'm recording this is April 3rd on close to 1 a.m. on Wednesday. So, as of right now, Apex Legends is currently busted. In the Discord is one of the most annoying, infuriating Discords I've ever been in my life. It's like to the point where they had to enable a 30-minute slow mode. I've never seen that before. I've never seen a slow mode be that long. So they put it in slow mode, then they had to keep like spamming the chat with a bot every couple minutes to remind people of what was going on. People would log into Apex. This was happening for almost 12 hours. People were doing this until the Respawn patched it, where people were logging into Apex. All their progress would be reverted back to what it would have been in like December or even farther back than that. And they would just start flipping out in the chat. And just like, it's weird. They would all be new to the Discord. And they would come in and skip everything. They'd go past all the prompts that it gives you on this Discord. They'd skip the announcements tab, all of it. Go straight to Gen Chat, ignore all the bot messages, ignore all the discussion around what was happening, and just immediately go, guys, I lost all my items. I need help. It's crazy how many layers they went through to end up looking like the biggest, most annoying idiot in the entire Discord. So What ended up happening was that Apex was trying to enact some kind of ranked split, and in enabling that update, it basically bricked everyone's account. If you logged in that morning, it reverted all your progress back to like a snapshot of it from December, or at least that was in my case, or a snapshot of it from a few seasons ago. So you'd have all the skins you would have had at that time, the level you would have had at that time, all of it. And then they, Respawn discovered it after like a billion people were like, "Oh my god." Then Respawn a few hours later was like, "Look, now if you log in, if you haven't logged in before, you'll be fine. If you did log in before, you're still fucked. So just give us a bit." And they haven't announced anything since then. I'm sure by now, when this episode comes back, comes out, they will have. But for right now, they've done nothing. Sorry, I have to listen out for a tornado siren, just in case. So if that happens, I'm gonna have to like jump up and book it out the room. I think I have it in a mode where, here, let me look it up. So I'm recording in a codec that I'm recording in a codec that should break it up into different pieces. So if the power went out, then my file would still be saved. I'm not entirely sure. Anyways, I'm wondering if fragmented MP4 is good for Premiere. But also, there's a giant lightning storm. There's a giant lightning storm outside. Oh, if you always use Premiere to edit your clips, fragmented MP4 is a no-brainer. Awesome. Oh. My videos aren't lost when OBS crashes. So yeah, if the power goes out, hopefully the video file is good. Theoretically, the file should be writing itself right now. So, in a sense, in theory, I would
found out about this if I hadn't gotten sick.
To watch it. Yeah. Look at that. I just said in theory I'd be able to watch the clip. And here it is. I'm watching it whilst recording. That's crazy. It's already saved pieces of it. Oh, that's so cool. I've never thought about using fragmented MP4. I don't know why. You would think as a big tech and video codec guy, I would have done it by now, but I guess I just still have that much that I don't know about this stuff. So yeah, that's what's going on with Apex. I'm just waiting on an update. I'm waiting for something to pop up. I'm waiting for something to happen. I'm not sure if it will yet. Sorry, I get uncomfortable with storms because a few years ago we had a tornado here that actually did hit our house, and so ever since then I've been uncomfortable during storms, like any storm, pretty much. So, anyways, according to Respawn, it's already been 7 hours since they released the update to fix the issue. They have yet to say anything about Yeah, they've yet to say anything about the people who still don't have really any access to their account at the moment, like mine. But and it's been 11 hours since the initial tweet, so we'll see what happens. The Apex Twitter hasn't really said anything either. It's just been the development studio, Respawn. Wow, that's incredibly frightening. There's a lot of weird noises going on outside. Okay. It's just unnerving right now. I am a little unnerved. All right, let's move on. I wanted to plug the Discord. So here, let me put it in a view. I'm logged into my alt. Let me make it where I can view it as a listener. Use server as a listener. So here's the Discord. Here it is. I'm logged into my Sentient iPad account because it's what I use to connect to my iPad. I wanted to call myself remotely. It's for the stream. It's a feature I haven't used. It's an experimental thing I haven't done yet. Due to how kind of buggy and rushed it feels, but on here, I just updated a bunch of stuff on it. Instead of me manually informing the server that I'm live, from now on it should be doing it automatically. So yeah, from now on, YouTube should be notifying the Discord on its own. As well as Twitch. If I ever go live on Twitch, it'll also notify the Discord. As well as whenever the podcast releases, you'll get the RSS feed link, as well as the YouTube upload. So I tried to make it where I could also do Spotify, but there's no Spotify bot, which is really weird. So also, I think this is an official YouTube bot. That's pretty cool. I do like that YouTube has their own notifying bot, which, brings me to how utterly useless the Me6 bot is now. I used to use the Me6 bot for everything, for like auto uploading Reddit stuff, to auto uploading links from YouTube to notify my server of creators we like, to notifying my server of like Twitch streamers. I'd use it for like the levels, for role assignment, all that. Running polls even. The Me6 bot now locks a lot of that behind a paywall. The RSS feed that it uploads to the server, if I want to change it, I can. If I want to add another one, I can't. I have to pay for it. If I remove the current RSS feed and then go to re-add it, I can't. I have to pay for it. On my control panel, it literally says I'm using 1 out of 0 RSS feeds that are available to me. The Me6 bot is completely and utterly pointless. So I don't know why it still exists. I don't know why they're still running it under this model. But it's pointless. I don't see any servers using it anymore. They've all developed their own Discord, server moderation bot, their own automated system. All the big ones, at least. There's no point. It's not like people are boosting my server and then donating to it. So there's no point in paying for that. So I'm very glad YouTube has their own bot for that. I'm glad Twitch has one. And eventually I'm going to find an RSS feed bot as well. So I can upload the RSS feed without the Me6 bot. I probably will. You know what? The only thing the Me6 bot does is assigns people the listener role. It's the only thing it still does. If I get if I can find a bot to replace that feature too, it's gone. I'll still look for the RSS feed one, but I might ditch the role assignment one. But yeah. Anywho, we've already smashed out like 90% of this doc. Let's check in with the Weather Channel. Let's see what they're covering right now. They have a here. I have to get rid of myself to show this. They have a solar eclipse countdown. How fun! They also have the Georgia 511 footage up right now. Multiple tornadoes reported in Kentucky and Ohio. State of emergency for in many West Virginia counties. Wow, that took me way too long. 14 million under the severe threat. Oh, and now we're watching a Fruit Loops ad. Wonderful. I love that. Watching a Fruit Loops ad. I mean, I'm just watching like lightning strike after lightning strike happen outside. I think what I might do is I might stop the recording for a second so it'll save. So at least I have something. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm letting this thunder pass before I do it. And we're back. Of course, to y'all, it's just a quick cut. To me, it was like a whole 7 seconds. I just wanted the one clip to finish so I can at least have this. And it's done. Right? Clip is done, right? It's not letting me skip ahead, so I assume it's done. Let's open it in VLC. VLC never fails.
You wouldn't have even found out about this.
You'll be fine. Yeah, it's right here. In its full glory. In its full quality. Beautiful. Anyways. It's still playing commercials. Like I said, there was no gap between me stopping and starting. So the other thing on my dock, actually the last thing on my dock before I'm winging it like a pro, is the website. I never plugged the website, and I should, because I've put a decent amount of work into it. So the website is it's a Weebly website, you know. Okay, but I did put a lot of work into it. So it's always in the description to some extent, whether it's on the link tree or actually linked in the description. And lately it now serves a purpose. So before I get to the thing I just added, I want to cover what I've changed on the podcast section. For the podcast, you know, as usual, it shows the latest episode from Spotify over here. I got rid of the Apple Podcasts widget. It was just too clunky, and I didn't want to like edit it to make it look different. Because then I feared it would have like bricked it. And it made the Spotify one look weird next to it. So I got rid of it. Who the fuck is using Apple Podcasts anyway? If you're on an iPhone, be real with me. Are you using Spotify or YouTube Music? Because more than likely you are. I don't have the Apple Podcasts app on my phone. I downloaded it to follow the podcast to see what a notification from it would look like. I got 0 notifications from the app when this episode came out, episode 55. So I deleted it. There's no point to it. I'm not going to promote it. Eventually, this will be deleted off the website. And it will just be Spotify and YouTube Music. I don't even put Forbidden FM as a standalone on Apple Podcasts. So, episode 55, you know, here it is. Little encoded, embedded Spotify thing here. You can even listen to it from the website. This is how it's looked for a while. And then, you know, you have the RSS feed if you want to add it to a podcasting service that you use that it's not on, which I'll get to that. Because I have a thing to say about Google Podcasts. And I just added this. It links directly back to the Discord. Some more Discord plug. You know, with a little piece of text saying join the Discord. Man, this thunder's crazy. I wonder if you could hear it if I turned up the gain. blocking it. There's not enough room noise for it to capture it. Failed experiment. I thought if I turned up the gain, it would just open up the noise gate. It doesn't. So, yeah, another Discord plug. Here's the Discord. It's right here on the site. That's the new thing that I added. I also didn't plug last time that we have merch. So if you want to get some merch, here it is. The new thing that I added, though, is this. And it's for the Mod Pack series. I talked about it last week, and here's a little sneak peek thumbnail. I thought this thumbnail looked a little better as like the cover photo because it's just straight up my house in its current iteration. So this will take you to the playlist, and everything below this are links to download what I'm using. So this is how you download the mod loader and what version I'm on. And this is every mod with a link to the exact version I'm using. So the page goes all the way, you know, it goes on. There's a lot of mods on here. So it took me forever to compile this because I wasn't saving it when I was downloading them. I was just clicking stuff. So I had to go back through later on and do this. So yeah, this will be linked under every mod pack video, and if you want to check out the site, it's also on the nav bar. So anyways, let's check in with our Weather Channel friends. They're covering a wildfire in California. That's an interesting thing to do. Is the Weather Channel okay? Are they all right? I feel like they're not. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they're running out of funding. It's just a little unsettling sometimes. I loved the Weather Channel as a kid, but like nowadays it feels like there's not a purpose to it. So I'm a little concerned for them. So here, let's add this topic to the doc. I've talked about it for a few months now, and it seems that it might actually be official now. Oh, this guy makes this site with Squarespace. That's awesome. Whoa, it went offline yesterday? Oh my god, no. I didn't know it was that soon. Oh, man. Also, it's getting intense outside. Oh, and they even had their own app. Or no, that's the YouTube Music app. Okay, I'm not that sad. And it seems like YouTube has imported all of its features. Google Podcasts is officially dead now. It died yesterday, apparently, as of the time of recording. And I knew it was going to die this month because they gave out an official date last week. And it seems that it's officially dead. I guess YouTube Music is giving you the ability to add your own RSS feeds, which is kind of what Google Podcasts was for. And I know Spotify lets you do the exact same thing. But, yeah. This podcast service is dead. It's been officially migrated to YouTube Music. I wonder what other stuff Google's going to migrate to YouTube Music. Let's count it out. They've moved all the movies and TV shows from Google Play to YouTube to rent or watch with ads. Now they've moved their entire music library from Google Play to YouTube Music. And now all their podcast stuff is on YouTube Music. So like this podcast, just for it existing as a video in a podcast playlist, you can listen to it on YouTube Music as a podcast. If I were to put all my live streams, if I were to take all the live streams in my live stream playlist and convert it to a podcast playlist, they would be a podcast on YouTube Music. And I think that's actually kind of cool. I like how YouTube does that. It kind of democratizes the podcast space because it's actually a little difficult for a first timer to get an RSS feed. Like, people don't really realize how difficult it is to start an RSS feed. Sometimes it costs money, sometimes it doesn't. So, it can be difficult sometimes. But if you just, if you just want it to be on YouTube Music, upload it as a YouTube video. You don't have to upload. You can upload an RSS feed. You don't have to though. Just upload it as a YouTube video and put it in a podcast playlist. And there'll be an audio and video option on on YouTube Music. Also, I guess the replacement for Dropcam, Nest Cam, is going strong. Dropcam, however, it looks like they are killing that in 5 days. Oh, that thunder hit right at the right time. That's awesome. What if I just turned off the noise gate? Then you could probably kind of hear it in the background. Yeah, the ambient noise isn't that bad, right? I could probably just keep the noise gate off. Yeah, it looks like Google Podcasts is the latest victim of Google. There are 3 more items on the chopping block. One dies in 5 days. And the other 2 die in 6 to 9 months. Awesome. If you're wondering what those are, it's Jamboard and Google Jamboard. Google Jamboard is the software, Jamboard is the hardware. It's like a 4K whiteboard or some shit. And then the software that goes on it. Which is kind of sad. That is a little saddening. It seems that the Weather Channel is still airing their geriatric documentary that you fall asleep to. Fuck those tornado victims, am I right? That's what they say. They're saying that, not me. They're going, fuck you guys and your bitch ass tornado victim selves. Fuck you. That's what the Weather Channel's saying. Not me. I would never. I understand the plight. The Weather Channel, though, this documentary about a wildfire in the West, far more important than your little bitch ass house getting blown over by a tornado. That's really weird. Usually they cancel all their programming for a major tornado night like this. Which makes me wonder what the Y'all Squad is saying. Oh, we're about to enter the worst of it. I actually do wonder if I'm going to lose power. That is becoming a real concern now. Before I was being a little jokey about it. I didn't really think I was going to lose power yet. I might now. Let's see. How long was the first segment of this? It's not telling me. How long was it? How long is this? Dude, this fragmented MP4 is fucking up. And it's a huge file. I don't know. It was like 20 minutes long. I know you guys heard that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yum. We're eating good. Oh, yeah. We're eating good. So what was I saying? Oh, right. The Weather Channel is basically saying fuck you and go fuck yourself. Yeah, they still are. That's kind of upsetting. I don't get my wall-to-wall weather coverage. What is Ryan Hall saying on Twitter? Ryan Hall was actually live earlier. And then he went offline for very reasonable reasons. He did an 8-hour stream. The internet's weatherman. He's just reposting the National Weather Service. And he stopped reposting it. Probably went to bed. As you do. Can I get a more focused NWS account? for Georgia, please? Thank you. Tornado watch for the eastern part of the state. Here, let's scroll through. I can show this. It's fine. Tornado watch for the eastern part of the state and part of South Carolina. Tornado watch for the like mid-eastern part of the states, like UGA and all that. Tornado watch for just east of that, just west of it, so same area. Severe thunderstorm warning. Tornado warning for Loganville and between. Oh, I know that came up in the mic. So yeah, tornado warning for the bottom of Gwinnett County. Another severe thunderstorm warning in Covington. Man, they're just issuing these things like it's the fucking lottery. Or like it's a giveaway. You get a tornado warning. You get a tornado warning. Everybody gets one. Here's the original watch 2 hours ago for the northeastern part of the state. Here's hazards. Wait, what? For the next couple of hours in that area? Rip them. Shit. Rip the West Metro Atlanta area. Oh my God. Peachtree City, Georgia. Take the L. This one's concerning Alabama. I do have family that live in Alabama, and that is like 90% of the state. Yeah. Not great. Not great. Now it's just outdated stuff, so I'm going to stop looking. But whoever's supposed to keep up with this account, no, they didn't go to bed. They're here. Nice. I'm going to stop the recording again, just in case the power goes out. Be right back. I'm back. I was just switching codecs. I was getting uncomfortable with the fragmented MP4. The file was acting weird, and I really don't want to sit through a handbrake session. So, if it isn't compatible with Premiere. But that person says it is, so we'll see. It'll be the ultimate test. I don't know why I'm re-scrolling through this account. We got about as much news as we're going to get. This is a little scary. Ain't gonna lie. So to get my mind off of it. Oh, the Weather Channel's back, folks. Oh, let's go. And they're not talking about my area. Fuck. They're talking about South Carolina, though, right? What is this state? Spartansburg? So this is South Carolina, right? Spartanburg? Elberton? Athens. Oh, yeah. This is Georgia. This is South Carolina. Okay. So they're covering it right now. I don't have sound for them. I'm not going to play the sound. I don't feel like listening to this very obviously British man cover the weather. I can cover it myself. Really bad shit. Tornado probably imminent at this point. Because that's some deep-ass red. We are entering the thick of it. So I'm expecting a power outage any second now. It's possible you guys aren't even going to hear this. So... yeah, I don't even know what to say about that. Is my desk getting wet? I hope not. I have the window open so I can hear it more clearly. Hope my desk isn't getting wet. Moving on, there's a tsunami happening because there was an earthquake in Taiwan. Video of massive earthquake which hit Taiwan and Japan. I'm not going to show that video. I don't know if it's real. I assume it's real, but I just don't want to show it. Just in case. Man, these collapsed apartment building videos are pretty scary, though. Okay, I think that image is real. I've seen that on articles. I think I can actually show this. So, here we go. Just be warned, this is a pretty scary video. It's from Taiwan. If the power goes out now, we know who shut it off. Am I right, fellas? China! That's horrifying. That building is like, it's on the edge. Man. Yeah, that's horrifying. The rest of the clip is just of that building, but sheesh. Yeah, that's terrifying. And it looks like it's probably going to send a tsunami our way, because that was just an earthquake. I think it's going to send a tsunami to California, right? From what I've heard. I'm not sure. There's a video of a swimming pool during the earthquake. That's cool. There's a guy in it, too. Yeah, this person said, my man said, fuck it. I'm riding it out. Here, yeah, I'll show this video. This video is funny. Look at that. That video is pretty funny. That's crazy looking. I've always wanted to experience an earthquake. Not like a detrimental one, like a small one. We've had them in Georgia, but they happen in like the dead of night when I'm asleep. So I never get to actually feel it. I'm always asleep. People will be like, oh, it woke me up. I'm like, there's no way a magnitude 1 earthquake woke your ass up like that. Some of the people that were telling me were waking up to it, no way. Dude, World War IV could break out outside their window and they'd be like this. That's how they'd look if a nuclear bomb erupted like 2 cities over. They'd be dead asleep, deep in a dream, sucking their thumb, drooling with their nightcap on, deep in the covers. You're telling me the lightest earthquake on Earth woke you up, but it didn't wake up someone like my dad, the lightest sleeper on Earth? Dude, you could like slowly shut the door to your room in this house, and he wakes up thinking somebody broke in. So, there's no way. Anyways, is the Weather Channel, oh my god, they're back to the fire. Guys, cover something real. Am I right, fellas? Anyways. Sorry, I'm checking my local weather Facebook group now, because now I'm getting a little, nervous. So anyways. Let's see. It looks like there are actually a couple tornado warnings in Alabama. So that's a little unnerving. And that update was like a couple hours ago. So anyways. Oh, here's something I could talk. I'm like slowing down how much I talk because, you know, I have rain in the background, and I don't have to like speak consistently, right? I don't want to tire myself out. A show that I want to watch is Smiling Friends. From what I heard, they like animated some kind of like video game character to be in the show. I think that's pretty funny. I have to watch the show though. I watched the first season. I thought the first season was awesome. And now I feel compelled to watch the second season. You know who? This is actually very wholesome and heartwarming. The person who got me into watching Smiling Friends was actually my sister. She was like, have you watched this show on Adult Swim? And I was like, no, actually. And it's one of the only TV shows she has suggested to me that I've watched. And she doesn't suggest them often either. So, like, oh my God. she suggested Smiling Friends, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll watch it. And so we watched the first few episodes together. The show's pretty good. I should have known. I didn't know at the time when she suggested it was a Psychic Pebbles show. Now I know it's a Psychic Pebbles show, and it should have been obvious from the voice, honestly. I don't know how I didn't hear it in the main character's voice, but man, that show's good. So yeah, I gotta watch the second season. I'll probably do a little review of it next week if I watch it before the next episode. Or I don't do a review of it because maybe the next episode is a guest episode like I've been talking about for like 11 goddamn months now. If I can just get my shit together and ask someone to be on the podcast. Because I don't consider the John episodes guest episodes anymore. John is just a part of this podcast. So I need to have someone on that's not a regular. John is essentially a co-host at this point. He hosts it with me at this point. He might as well be the official co-host of Forbidden FM because I honestly don't do it without him at this rate. So, so hopefully the next episode is a guest episode. I don't know how long I've been going for, by the way, because, you know, my timer's off. I've been stopping and starting the recording, like, rapidly. And the reason I've done that is so the clips will actually save, so I have something to edit later. And, of course, maybe I won't have something to edit later. Maybe I'll get blown away by an EF8 tornado. I think it's just a severe thunderstorm. I honestly hope this doesn't turn into a tornado. But, you know, I do have pretty shit luck nowadays. Let me check. Let me do some math. Some quick maths. Let's open up this file.
Wouldn't have even...
18 minutes plus 15 minutes plus 5 plus 5. We're getting there. We're almost there. We got another 10 minutes or so before I can comfortably call it an end, you know. Ooh, man, what to talk about without this being a 40-minute episode? And they're back to the wildfire coverage. Look at this. They're back to talking about this wildfire. Oh my god, I thought it was showing the time. I got scared. I was like, no way, it's almost 2. My ass ain't editing this either until tomorrow. I've already blown way past my bedtime. I tried setting a good sleep schedule. Hell no. Well, now, you know, fellas, we're just enjoying the storm together. I hope, you know, I hope, you know, everybody's doing well. I hope you're all having a good week. This storm is getting a little bit more intense now. Wow, I just saw one of the best fucking memes I've seen in a long time. Y'all know that Subway sandwich meme? Where the people just keep, like, scrubbing out the, where they keep, like, scrubbing out the text. Here. Hurt Copain posted this on Twitter, and I think it's hilarious. Biden made a statement about the World Central Kitchen aid workers that were bombed the other day. And this is what Hurt Copain retweeted it with. Dudes be like, airstriking aid workers sucks. Motherfucker, you supply the weapons. I've never seen a truer meme. I mean, it really is like... At this point, I would honestly rather the government stop making statements if this is what the statements are going to be. Because, like, it's just embarrassing now, you know? That's what I'll say about that for right now. I don't want to get too political on what seems to be just a chill storm episode. Plus, if the guest I have on is a particular person, me and her will have plenty of politics to talk about. I don't have much. Whenever it storms like this, I really run out of things to talk about. But we still got this fire documentary. Oh boy. What are we gonna do? Hey. You know what I could do? I could do like a power hour where I just talk about a show that I really like that's so old that no one talks about it anymore. I want to talk about House. I follow this account on Twitter called Out of Context House MD. Man, do they have some funny ass tweets. And like, here's one of their ballin' ones from recent. Here, hold on, I gotta find the tweet, 'cause it was so good. Actually, I have a few. There's this one, which I know, politics, blah, blah, blah. The Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, was going under, he's going to be fully sedated for hernia surgery. And from the episode, like, after Chase was dealing with, spoiler alert, the fact that he murdered a dictator to prevent a genocide, House says this to him. I doubt we'll ever be treating a genocidal dictator again. Better a murder than a misdiagnosis. Such a good out of context moment for that. Another one that's pretty funny is this one. And I know, I'm like the one giving the context to these scenes. This is when Cuddy's mom threatens to sue the hospital due to the way that House, like, did her medical care, but like Cuddy's the one that coerced them, so they're both kind of involved. And so Cuddy's looking for him, and House is in the coma patient room eating a sandwich, and he had moved the patient to the floor. Wilson's kind of like the mediator of the situation. The part that makes this hilarious is the fact that, and this guy named Jesse points it out in his video essay, how the hell did House get this guy on the floor? Like, seriously, how did House get this guy on the floor? So that's the context of this scene. It's from season 7, like kind of towards the end. It's a good show. It's dated, especially in the earlier seasons, but you know, it's a really good show. I highly recommend. Watch it on it's on Peacock. I think it's on Netflix, maybe. It's on YouTube if you wanted to rent it on YouTube. And then I have like a DVD copy of it that I watch it on. So watch it however you like. If you watch it from a DVD copy, there's stuff in the show that is like true to the way that it aired. And you also get the original opener music. If it's on a streaming service, you're going to get the like Singapore opening, or you're going to get the European opening. Something with like some kind of legal dilemma. And then there's like occasional parts of the show that are slightly altered for the streaming platform due to some kind of like copyright thing. Like I believe in season 6, episode 1 and 2. I don't remember which part it's in because it's usually mashed together depending on where you're watching it. There's a part where House stages a fight with Alfie or something like that, and you can see a TV playing in the background. That's supposed to like parallel the fight, and it's a South Park clip. If you're on the DVD, if you're on a streaming service, it's some like generic cartoon that I don't think actually exists. So that's kind of that's how you should watch it. You should watch it in any way you want, just know the differences. So the storm's dying down. So with that, it's time I go. Let's see, they're advertising Sensodyne and Olive Garden on the Weather Channel. That's my Weather Channel. Starting at $13.49. Damn, that shit's expensive. When did they raise the price? Bro, what the fuck? They raised the price. That was never that expensive for unlimited soup, salad, and breadsticks. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Got the full lineup of programming on the Weather Channel here. Here we go. Deadline to Disaster. Is this that fire documentary? Fuck! Thought we were going to get some last minute weather coverage. Alright. That's it. No more stalling. This is the end of the episode. Go check out the streams. We're under a flash flood warning now. That's good. So thank God we're not under a tornado warning anymore, or watch anymore. Go watch the streams that I've been doing. I've been doing the Minecraft stuff recently. I'll return to Apex at some point. Go watch the other episodes of the podcast. You can listen to us on Spotify, YouTube Music. I'm probably going to phase out Apple Podcasts soon, so fuck them. Listen to us on Patreon. And join the Discord. There you go. That's it. Yeah. Buy some merch. And go follow me on YouTube at Dane Makes Music. That's the main channel. It'll be in the description as always. And with that, I bid farewell. Goodbye.